Yes. What's going on? Let's do this. Yes. Okay. What's going on, everyone? Dr. Frabs. What's going on, G? Big Mike. Millie. What's happening? What up? What up? Happy Monday, everyone. Set up. Set up right. Meaku in the building.
What up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Cuz, how far?
I'm chilling, man. We here for New York, man. We
That's
just
what's up. How is it out there from LA?
I know, right? NYC is mad right now, man. We're on the next level entirely.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. We're on the
Yo,
we're on the next level.
shout out to everybody tuning in right now.
Yes, man. Shout out to everybody. You know, I said let's catch up with Meaku today, man. See what you've been up to.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? Yeah. See what you've been
What
up
up,
to.
Zion? See you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So thank you for agreeing to do this. I know, with everything going on, it's everybody got so much stuff, that they're doing and getting into. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I appreciate it. I thought it'd be cool.
Hold up, man.
Yeah,
So
it'd be cool
you've
for us to
always
catch up.
been a supporter, bro. Always.
Yeah, man.
I definitely appreciate you to the core, bro.
Yeah, we have to, man. So so a quick background. So what I'm doing with this platform, really, to talk, I like to talk about a little bit of a background, with you, and then to talk about, journey up to date, where you are right now, and what you're trying to get into, just in that format, so to say, and definitely for us to touch on the aspect of the business of the music itself as a whole. I think that's very important considering where we are right now.
So I mean, I was born and raised in U.S., California to be precise.
Inglewood.
Inglewood, California.
Inglewood.
My parents are both Nigerian. They're Igbo. Come from Igbo
They're
State.
Igwes. Were they Igwes? Original Igwes.
Well, the family is for sure. And we just, we hustle hard. My parents work very hard. What they do when they came out here. Both of them, they weren't married. They met in Nigeria. They got married out here.
Oh, wow.
And, okay. They were anchor babies, basically. Basically, we're anchor babies. Me and my brother's an anchor baby. So what an anchor baby is, people who are born in the United States and their parents aren't citizens just yet. So they don't have their citizenship. So we were immigrants.
That's crazy.
So,
I didn't know the U.S. did that. I thought that only happened like in Europe.
So the process that they went through, my parents got married in 82 and had my brother 83, had me 84.
Wow.
And two other brothers after that, my younger 86 and then the other one 91. And it was after him, I believe. My mom, she graduated from Cal State Dominguez Hills with a degree in environmental health. She, went in the field and she worked so hard, they rewarded her and gave her citizenship. She was able to get us all our citizenships in the process, all of that. So it was we just thank God for life.
That's crazy.
We don't control where we are. We just do as we do, and we just work hard, bro.
Yes.
And presented opportunities. We moved with, and so me being here, understanding all of what they went through in the processes of what
that
they
struggle,
that's what I use as my backbone, as my strength to be able to go into this life that we know, we face bullies, bro. I don't like bullies. That's one thing I want to be clear. We face bullies, and me standing 6'4", you know, I don't like people getting bullied, and you know, I've gone through situations where people can tend to, you know, feel the need or the tendency to kind of bully people into situations or whatever the case is. So being an artist that understands both the business side and, you know, the artistic side, I have a stand. I take a stand with my artists.
Absolutely.
You know, and also see in the same way of the business side as well, and get it to where we can come to a common ground.
Yeah.
Of how we can work together and, you know, be the best we can be, and, you know, of course, you know, with the flow. It's all love, man. Just
of course. You know, it's fun. I'm glad, you know, thank you for, you know, for sharing our history. And it's deep, right? Because I think you meet other, maybe like your colleagues that are singers and stuff, and maybe they're like, you know, Americans, African Americans, their families, generations. And it's a different story with us, isn't it? Like, you know, when your parents are immigrants or you have to go through the immigration system. It's like
what up, Lola?
You're starting. Yeah, shout out to Lola, man. Lola's in the building with us. That's my sister right there, man. Big things. You know, it's like your starting point is different to everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, everybody has their own ways of how they're motivated and what keeps them going and what keeps them moving. And because I already have that mentality of I don't like bullies, and I have that skill of, you know, just keep the fight going, you know, that's the pushing it all. And, you know, through this journey, man, I've been able to connect and link with a lot of just amazing, great people, you know, both in the industry and outside of the music industry, you know, all together, you know, the kind of people that are like-minded. You know, people that are like-minded, that see in the same light, and they're just like, you know what, man, it's because just as, you know, like I'm a runner, bro. I run constantly. That's how I exercise. So I was affected to hear and learn about how Ahmad was gunned down in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's the type of stuff that I'm saying. Like that type of bulliness is like, yo, why do we have to face this?
Of course.
In these times, you know, when people are trying to, you know, unify and come together to do great things and to be great. You know, you have the ones that are just, you know, just big-headed and bigoted, whatever the case is. You know, what have you, that just don't allow, you know, for realness to propel. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, right? Obviously, you growing up at that time, you know, in California, even in Inglewood, whatever. Did you experience? Did you understood it at an early stage? Like, yo, I'm different. I'm not only black like everyone else here. I'm African, and African. You know what I mean? I'm Nigerian American. So, did you understood that early on?
Getting into growing up, and that's dope that you asked that question. Getting into growing up, like, you know, I went through the whole being African, being Nigerian, African booty scratcher. You know, my name is
the name calling.
So my name is Chibuike, pronounced Chibuki. So it sounds too similar to Dookie. So I had a lot of Chibuki.
Of course,
a lot of that. So I faced a lot of, you know, a lot of all of that, and, you know, just me being just my calm me, and not wanting to always face altercations.
Of course.
Ended up having to defend myself with certain people that kind of went overboard with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So, you know, like, because you have that. And it's like, you know, so at the end of the day, I'm a fighter. You know, growing up, I fought different. I fought with these.
Of course.
But now I fight differently. I fight with, you know, my pen, and I fight with my voice and my music. You know, so because I understand it in that sense, I just move as I move, bro. And you know, that's just the truth of it, bro.
Yeah. Your parent, what did they do for a living?
So my dad is okay. So he has his master's degree in business, PhD, and I forget. It's above me, and you know, he had his business that he ended up selling. He had a cookie business that he started like early 90s, and he franchised it and opened like maybe 3 other stores in like 3 different malls out here in LA. So there was one in Santa Fe Springs, there was another one in Hawthorne Mall, and there's another one in Fallbrook in the Valley. You know, so he ended up selling those businesses after the malls shut down. So they bought him out of business, and so, you know, pretty cool. So right now he's just doing his car business he's running, and then my mom is in, same field, just more on the political side. So she works for the government of the United States.
Okay. All right, cool. So Meaku, let's talk about your music. You got into at a very young age. I think from 8 years old, you were already kind of, you find out you could sing, like, you heard yourself,
Yeah, so my mom, one day I was, we'd be at the house, and I'll hear melodies and songs on radio and watch what we're watching on TV, and I end up singing along. And my mom discovered I could sing, so
yeah,
she would put me in front of everybody in church and just sing.
She was she a soccer mom, like taking you everywhere,
I was socked in the face with that that poise and that adrenaline, bro. So so I've been singing since then, and really got into the music industry. I'll say when I was 18, the first person I started with was one of my boys, K-Boy, out of LA, out here, from the east side, gang, like, shout out to my bro. And I worked with him for a little bit, and then got into the writing side of things.
Okay, so you came in more than in terms of, shout out to Lola. She's like, she knows what that's like. Like, it's crazy growing up like that, all of us, right? So let me ask you, so you got in then, would you say more initially from the writing standpoint?
So I got in more so as a singer, but wanted to learn the business side of things, wanted to learn the industry. So I have more of like a drive and a poise to really learn this thing that I was delving into, because I went to school so when I graduated, just dated back, like when I graduated from high school, immediately I went to college for journalism.
Okay.
So that was my major, and I ended up switching major to criminal
law, business.
Yeah, so the story.
I was gonna ask you about that, right? Because I was reading, I was like, crazy, like,
Drewski, I see you, bro. Shout out Drewski.
Yeah, man.
Meaku, man.
How did that happen? Like, you went for journalism, switched to criminal law, then business. What was going through your mind, or what was going on around you?
I have a lot of friends that are criminals. No, I'm just so,
was it the black movement?
On a serious note, it just
I gotta save my people.
In high school, I played football.
Okay.
And it was just one of those things that, because I had a cousin who went into the NFL. I'm not gonna mention his name. He ended up having like brain damage because of so much, American football, by the way. Played for the 49ers, and because of too much head-to-head contact, there was he wasn't able to function proper, so I stopped playing football because of that. So I just, I wanted to connect to something that I felt was me, and it's like with music, every time I stepped behind a pen or in the studio, my music got better, became better and better and better and better. As an indicator, that was, to me, this is where I'm meant to be. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
All right, cool. So like about so 8 years old, you got into, you realized you could sing. About 11, you were doing talent shows, elementary school, all that good stuff. 18 years old, officially you got in. So in terms of that setup, then you got some form of training. At this point, you're still in college. What was that first experience like in terms of putting out like first music officially?
So to get into when I really started releasing music was after, again, I started with LV, who did Gangsta's Paradise with Coolio. Shout out to my boy LV. And with him, LV, because he's a Grammy Award winner, he's somebody that I look to as a mentor, wanting to learn, what it was that drove him, his passion, and, like to become the he became.
Yes.
And his story is such an amazing story because he's a gunshot survivor. He's being shot 9 times out here in LA, and instead to be able to walk by the doctors ever again, and to be able to overcome that and turn that around into a story of becoming a Grammy Award winner with that, you know, that showed me that God, you know, is for sure real, you know, when it comes to, you know, life, bro, in general. So the connectedness to him and just my own experiences and the things that I've gone through in my life, you know, again, bro, just, yeah, man. So
man, that's crazy. So then, so you sort of started working with him, you know, him being a mentor, he's done some good stuff and things like that, right? Were you guys able to like work on any project together, or did you work on projects
so he and
for
I,
other
we
people?
did an album, released an album in 2012. You know, his album's called I Am LV. But prior to that, we released singles, you know, in Japan. One song we did, well, two songs we did on the album, where he and I actually sang, was one song, Twisted, and another song titled Memories.
Okay.
You know, so.
Yeah. And how was that accepted? I assume this was after
They did pretty well in Japan. Like, they're still getting rotation. You know, things are moving. Still touring. He's still touring out there, you know, doing his thing. So the goal was to join him this year. You know, but of course the corona situation and, you know, things like that. So for me, like, you know, I've been having fun just working with the, you know, the music, the artists that I've been working with. Lola is an amazing artist, which I
absolutely
say. You know, and you know, her and I, we met in 2015. But prior to that, like, I've always been seeing her music, and I'm just okay.
Yes.
You know, with me, I'm the type of artist that, because I come with something to offer more than just being a musician. Like, I also produce. You know, I engineer. You know, this is, you know, as you can see, we're in my studio right now. So because of it, like, you know, I felt that with Lola's sound just needed to be more polished with some feeling, you know, to get a real emotion out of it. So we've been having fun, you know, creating the stuff that we've been creating, and it's been, you know, it's been a journey, and that's just how I like the experience of creation, especially when it comes to collaborating with other artists.
Absolutely.
You know, because when there's that real connectivity, then
it changes the music.
There's no limit to what you can create. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
So that's the beauty of it all. So to be able to share that experience, you know, in itself with you know, with the listeners that we have and the people that do tap in and listen to it.
So are we gonna get some more project, like a collaborative project between you two? Are we gonna get some more from some collaborative project between you and Lola?
Oh yeah. So I was actually hoping to play some while we were on live.
Nice.
Stuff that we have not released yet, but they'll be coming soon.
Yeah, that would be dope, man.
We'll have a release date soon, bro. So I'll shoot it to you once we settle it down. Right now, we're just in the mixing phase of my project. I'm putting an album together, you know, that we're getting ready to release. So
dope. Yeah, Lola's been keeping secret, man. You're a bad girl, Lola. I told her we're cool. She's been keeping secrets. Yeah.
Oh, man, Lola's dope. Lola's dope.
That's cool. So, like,
what up, bro?
Meaku, you getting questions?
Can we play something real quick? I want to play a vibe.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
All right. So this one is titled "Ginger Me," and this was produced by Flip Tice.
That's my boy right there, man.
Lola and myself. And this one is coming, bro.
Hello, baby boy, where you from? Baby, let me know you know what. I'ma give you all of this love, and baby, we can shine like the sun. Oh, I want you to know it. Show you I'm in the game now. There's so many words I can tell, but I'd rather show you me. Like me, no one can. I mean, I need I look over kids. If they love this right from me, I go chase you. I go chase you. I go chase you. Like me, no one can.
Party vibe.
I mean, I look over kids. If they love this right from me, I go chase you.
I see the vibe. I see the vibe, though, man.
Baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Oh, baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Oh, baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Oh, baby, you the ginger. Baby, I ain't ginger. Make me wanna call you my shawty. You don't make my heart go da-da-dee, oh baby. I saw my brain, scatter. And baby, I see that for your mata. Oh yeah, chincani, boy, da. I regress for you, say, be the one. I can only die, no replace you. Say love is right for me, I go chase you. Be the one, baby. Let me love you, I no replace you. Say love is right for me, I go chase you. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. You just a ginger, yeah. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. You just a ginger, yeah. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. You the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Oh, baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Oh, baby, you the ginger. This is real love, and we have found real love.
It's a jam. It's a jam.
No one can take off my love. Give me your love, baby. Give me your love, baby. Ginger me, yeah. Give it to me, baby. Baby, you the ginger. Give it to me, baby.
I see you guys been working, man.
Just some intro stuff to get me ready to release.
Yeah. You guys definitely been putting in work, man. I mean, you can see the comments. Everybody's feeling it.
I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you.
Yeah. That's a jam. I hope I get the exclusive when you guys put this.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? Yeah. That'll be
congrats.
dope,
Everything you've been doing, man. I've been watching you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you. How long? It seems like you've been working with Flip Ties for a minute, right?
Hey, you know what? The first time I worked with Flip Ties was back in 2014. 14, I think.
Okay.
Was that the year? Yeah, I think it was 14. And we did, that was the one we did with Eddie Kenzo.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Worked with Flip Ties for a minute.
Yeah. Very super talented
producer. Flip is one of those producers, no ego, no pride, nothing. Like, I hit him up. What's up? Man? Same energy, same vibe. Like, it doesn't change. There's no levels to it. Like, he just.
Yeah. No drama.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's no. Like that's
and you get stuff done.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you get stuff done, man.
Chichi.
Yo, shout out to DJ Don X. Shout out to One Nations.
Man. Don X, I see you, bro. Respect.
Everybody out here.
Reem, I see you.
Reem's out
there.
there.
Everybody in the room.
Absolutely. So, Meaku, like, you know, like, and I had similar conversation with Lola too. Like, when you've been doing something for so long, it takes more than just the money.
Oh yeah.
You know, for you to stay in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it for you? Like, what do you think?
You know what? Because I'm I'm a student. You know, and I've learned. I'm a learner. Like, I like learning new things. Like, that's one thing with me. Yeah. And because this industry is constantly evolving, it's like there's so much stuff that you can learn as far as really seeing how to make it to the best of your ability. You get what I'm saying? So through it, like, I've had situations where, you know, and I don't talk about things too much, but there's different things when you learn in your trade that you're able to find out, you know, and ways to make money that isn't just about being a superstar. And, you know, there's ways that you can do it, like, mechanically, when you just properly put your music out there. You know, just educating some of the people that are online with us right now. Just properly putting your music out there. I'm registered with ASCAP.
That's nice.
You know, so
do you hold all your
both my publishing company and my writers are registered with ASCAP. So I have everything set up to where my royalties, anything I release and put out,
yeah,
I'm receiving and I'm seeing, you know. So, you know, of course I set it up like a business also.
yeah.
You know, Elo Records is, you know, my label, and you know, one of the artists that we're working with, of course, is Lola.
Lola, yeah, absolutely.
As you can see. So it's just, you know, it's understanding the trade of it and being able to utilize it in a fashion that, you know, benefits the lifestyle and the life you choose to create for yourself. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely. Yeah. So do you see that is something that is going to evolve in terms of like having more artists, you know, set up in the US here?
you said in the USA?
In the US, in terms of the label setup, your company from a business standpoint, is that something that you're looking to expand on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, right now it's just what I've been doing has been more so of just building a strong enough catalog to be able to stand alone, because it's all about, it's not just about it's about the music, the mechanicals and everything as far as royalties and things like that. So owning, you know, the right amount of music and being able to utilize those assets again, you know,
Of course,
and have it work for you. So working with the many artists that I've been working with Reem too. You know, she's another dope artist from Canada.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so just setting it up, man. Like my next project that I'm getting ready to release, you know, the album is gonna be special. You know,
is that going to be your second solo album?
So the first album that I dropped and I released was in 2016, and that was Rooted EP. Yeah, that was the EP album. So it was just about like maybe 8 songs, 9 songs. There's a secret song on there if you listen to it, and that's with that's Study Your Body with Diniola, my whole girl.
Okay.
So
okay, so this will be the official set.
This will be the official album that, you know, and
official album. Yeah. When is this supposed to drop?
So I'll put out a release date very soon. You know, and we'll announce it. So it'll be special, bro. But trust me, like, I'll make sure I send everything to you.
Okay, perfect. Let me ask you this, like, so like, you know, a lot of, I feel like being a Nigerian American artist, R&B artist in the US, there's the pros and there's the cons, right? You talked about your business model right now, setting up, registering with ASCAP is very easy for you to collect your royalties.
Yeah, those are easy things that, you know, like pertinent information. And of course, like, it works to its benefit being a citizen here, you know, in the United States, you know, so those are easy things that you can set up.
What are the things that are challenging you being here?
The things that are challenging?
Yeah, from a business standpoint.
It depends on how you look at things.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm the type of person that sees things as glass half full rather than half empty. Yeah. I'm very optimistic when it comes to things, but as far as challenging here, just because, like, the first time that I like really got into the whole Afro scene was back in 2010, and that was when we released 2009, I would say. That was when I was working with Sauce Kid Sizu.
Yes.
So, you know, with it, getting people to, like, really getting the music to the point of gingering it up to where I felt somewhat comfortable, you know, with it, to release it to the masses, for me has been just kind of like, I guess you can say I've been more so testing out the sound, seeing what works and seeing what doesn't, in a sense.
Did you have to go through like process of like like learning, or how did you get like?
So I mean, it's like it's it's trial and error because I'm in this for the long haul. Like I don't mind the trial and error of it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I enjoy it actually because again, it just like there's certain sounds that you may not like that somebody else may like.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? So not everybody's opinion is always the not saying that I don't take people's opinions into consideration. It's just I've been in it long enough to understand that just do you, be yourself and move how you move and don't worry about, the opinion of others in that sense, so for me, I would say the challenges have been more so just like radio play. A lot of DJs, have biases and things like that. So it's just been more so of that. So that's what I would say, honestly.
Big Clef, right?
Yeah.
Big Clef said,
Well,
Africans don't support African artists in the diaspora 100%.
That's, man, I mean, and it's sad to say, but the thing is, it's just, until people see other people supporting it, it would take for a whole country like China to support one person, for Nigeria to be like, oh, we love you. Now we remember you. So it's just, it sucks that that's how it is, but that's just the truth of it all, man. And the thing is, it's just, if you do it for the love of it, you don't worry about nothing. And Clef is one of those artists like I've collabed with, I've got records with, and we gonna continue making hit records.
Absolutely.
Because
he doesn't do it for
the fame of it. He does it for the love of it, and that's that to me is it in itself, bro.
Yeah. Like Meaku, right? You being in this for a minute, having that understanding as a writer, as a singer, as a producer, and as a businessman, because you have your setup, right? What are some of the things you think that the US based artists would need to do, or things that needs to be set up so that more support can be rallied towards like artists putting music out? Because the music is not the problem. You have some dope music, you know what I'm saying, that's coming out. Shout out to DJ Abbas, man. DJ Abbas in the building.
Respect,
that's my big brother over there, man.
Respect.
Yes.
For me, like, again, because it's more so trial and error. A lot of this, I've been releasing a lot of spontaneous records. That's one thing I would say. So a lot of times I'm not sending it out to some of the DJs just based off of, I know that they don't.
Wait.
They won't necessarily support. It's the truth, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, I'd rather, if it means that it has to speak for itself, so be it. Like, that's the challenge that I'm willing to take. Like, I've been in parties, bro, like where I literally was in a building with 30 people, and a white dude walked to the door at the party we were at, knocked on the door and was like, "Jesus loves you." So we're at Riverside. We're with a bunch of different type of people in the room, like I'm saying. So 10 people decided to beat up this white dude that's saying, "Jesus, I love you." Jesus loves you. You get what I'm saying? So to me, this was years ago. I'm gonna put this out there because the next thing I'm about to say. So it was me and two other dudes that were literally like we looked at each other and was like, "We gonna let this fly?" And they all were in agreement with me, and we decided to pounce on these dudes. Beat up 10. Three dudes beat up 10 dudes, bro. Just because I don't like bullies.
It goes back to the same thing you were saying. Yeah.
So it's the flow of it all. So to me, it's like, at the end of the day, if I have to put my music out for myself and just allow it to just do as it does, so be it, bro. Like, again, and that's just for me, that's the love of it. That's the love of me being able and loving to create the stuff I create. Not for the hype, not for the buzz, and not for anything like that. It's just more so of just doing it because I love to do it. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. So
absolutely. And what about investment? How are you supporting the business from an investment standpoint?
Well, I mean, I'm allocating and dedicating a lot of time and hours into, the process of the creation and mixing and mastering and getting the sound, you know, just to sound right and stuff like that. I mean, put up tons of money on a lot of these videos, you know, that we've done, you know, dating back from 2010 when I first started with Glasses Malone. We spend a lot of money on that, on the marketing and well, the video in itself. So it's just, you know, it's been a journey, bro, you know, for the most part. Yeah. And for me, like I said, it's the love of it, you know. So I've had videos where we didn't spend any money on, you know. So it's like, you know, then I've had situations where, you know, just different types of things. So I guess you could say it really just depends on the flow of it, and you know. So a lot of people, like when I first started, like we spent money on marketing, and the people that we spent money to didn't get the job done that they said they were going to do. Yeah. You know, so it's just, like I said, it's been a journey, and just having different talks with people who are successful in other industries, in the same realm of things, just how they've spent overly on things, and you know, just based on their relationships that they've built, they've been able to just sustain and continue in their business, you know, because of, you know, what they were able to attribute and acquire on their own through the process of their own. So it's like, you know, through this, like I said, I have a lot of dope relationships, you know, a lot of dope collaborations on my album, Wande Cole, yeah. You know, so, you know, Lola Savage, you know, so there's some big names on the project that we're getting ready to put forth. And, you know, again, just dating back again to just aligning with people that have the same like-mindedness, bro. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to DJ Humility. What up, Humility? What up too, yeah. I think that's a big one. You can see Lola saying the same. I know some of them folks, and I've had conversations with other artists based out here that spend, you know, dollar amount on marketing, and then in return they haven't gotten nothing back, and things like that, you know. And I know that, you know, you have good heart, you have love for this thing. That's why you've been in it. But obviously, you know, we can't. Well, no, I mean, I've had. That's what I'm saying. I've had successes through things that I've been able to, you know, just do on my end. Like a single that I had, All I See Is You, I released in 2015. So you're still chopping streaming money and. Yeah, you know, we did like there's this thing called royalty exchange, you know, for some artists that are listening and that are looking to, you know, do something like this. Royalty exchange is a setup platform that they have their own like database of investors that come in and buy into, you know, your music or whatever. So what I did was, one of my singles, All I See Is You, has about like maybe close to 5 million plays on, you know, Spotify. So I basically put that up for auction to sell part of the streams. So where I still make part of mechanical royalties. So I put it up for auction, and the song, it sold for $27,500. You know, so amounts like things like that, just being able to, you know, invest to reinvest. Yes. You know, just to continue. And of course, you know, you look at just different situations again and know how to move, bro. What is it? Mixtape Fuel My World 2013 gained over 150,000 downloads. That was collaborations and stuff. Is that things like that you know, you're still like making money from the music? So with Fill My World is a mixtape. So I didn't put a lot of the songs in the stores that are on that project. Oh, that was just something that I gave to. It was a giveaway on the side to the people. Yeah. Like, all right. So Meaku, what is music to you then, in terms of your life as a person? Like, what does the music that you make? What does it say about you? It's It's my it's my everything. Music is my peace, it's my love, it's my joy. You know, it's my re-energizing. You know, it's hope. Like I said, you know, just the way I fight is different. You know, I fight through my voice. I fight through my cries and my music, like my vocals and the sounds, and just really making sure I get the full feeling and emotion, you know, out. Like I can be singing about a sex situation, but in my mind, what's actually happening is it's pain from the situation that, you know, you get what I'm saying? So it's exuded however you choose to exude it. It could be, I can choose to do it another way and go shoot up somebody's house, but that's not the mentality of mine. You know, I have just a different way of doing it. So that's what it is, bro. I think that's the best way I can reveal it, bro.
Pretty much. So, Meaku, if we get disconnected, I'll bring it back up, and I think we got like 45 minutes, and then so we can wrap it up. But I wanted to get your take on this, right? In the last couple of years, we've seen the globalization of Afrobeats. That's more and more in the US, and for me, it's nowhere near enough. I would say like only like one or two artists is really benefiting, and then there's artists like yourself that I feel like the industry out here are really ignoring, even like I'm talking like from the mainstream standpoint, right?
Man, I've been going through that. So, I mean, of course, you remember, I don't know if you remember the situation. I did a song big with, back in 2010, and we released it. It was me, LD, Nato C, the bands.
Yes.
MI.
Yes.
So when the original press release went out, bro, they didn't include me on the press release.
Yeah. Shit.
You know, so the way, like I said, I don't like bullies, bro. I don't at all. So my fight is different. And because I understand that this is deeper than what I can know and understand myself, I just do as I do and go as I go. And I know that in time, there's going to be a crossing.
Absolutely.
You know, so I just choose to do as I do, and I don't worry about the politics of the things, because I feel like everything is going to shatter the way it's supposed to. So I don't worry about nothing, bro.
Absolutely.
You know, but continue with your.
I feel I'm not gonna like dive into that, but I will say this: that you know, you've positioned yourself already. Like you're in a great space, mentally, business, you know, standpoint, so that when things does come, you don't have to start looking for things. Everything is already in place. Your studio, your writing capability.
Yeah, I don't worry about nothing.
Artist, all is in place already, which is what I think is a huge advantage to a lot of artists that are coming from home. You know what I'm saying? Because music is music, man. It doesn't matter where you make it, or
right? Exactly.
From or whatever the case is. You know, cool. So what's next for you? Like, you know, so we're gonna get the album. You're gonna put out the release date.
Yeah, so the release date. Yeah. So y'all just be on the lookout. You know, I'll be more active on my social media. So yeah, I'll put out a release date soon, but it'll be before August. That's what I will say.
Before August, right?
Yeah. So it'll be before August, and yeah, man. I want to put this message out for my peoples out there, especially right now during this Corona time. Like, don't be discouraged not to move and not to create and not to be creative. Be creative right now. This is the best time for us to really put the most energy into this thing, bro. Honestly, because we don't really understand what's happening, and it's beyond us. It's beyond our control.
Yeah.
And because it's beyond our control, we can only go back to what we know and what we understand. And it's the love of it, bro. So
that's real, man. You know, that's real. Can we get one more joint from you? Like, you know?
Oh man, if we got time, I'll play like 3 or 4 more, bro.
Yeah, let's hear something. All
right,
man.
so
like, come on, man. Like,
hold on. All right. So I'm gonna play another one with Lola.
All right.
This one is called Enemy.
Okay.
Produced by JB Money.
You kiss me, equal sweet, breaking free. In this cold world, times get rough, and you know it gets too much for you. Oh girl, it's the time you decide. Alright, I'm a clean. Oh, my sweet love, deep down forever. Race me, you decide. Rest of your life for suicide. All in for some life. Baby, I'm in this. Think I'm playing games. You don't know me. You think I'm going crazy. I work hard for the money, girl. I represent for the family. When I get to see, I know be your enemy. It gets bitterly when I leave. Hey boy, you really got me calling ya. It's true, try to tell the thing you do. Every day I'm learning new things about you. Don't you know, I want your hips side by side. Get us on me, like the way you are. I'm a king. I'll stay true, I'll stay down. I can't take for you inside, for suicide, it's alright. Baby, I never say, think I'm playing. I know you will me. Think I'm going crazy. You think I'm going crazy.
Music. That's a vibe. That's a vibe right there, man. Shout out to Duncan Daniels. Shout out to Loud Boy, man, in the building.
Yeah. Shout out my bros, man. Shout out to everybody.
Man. Yeah, great, talented. Yeah, y'all been putting in work though.
You hear Lola over there sounding like
that? Yeah. Lola's she's a little secret. Very secret. Yeah.
Lola's dope, bro.
Yo, let's get at least one more, man. Let's get one more, man.
Let me play something. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, good music, man. You can't sleep on this thing.
I'll play this one. This one is an exclusive. This one's called "Don't Judge Me." It's the one day called me and Spells produced this one.
Spells? Oh damn. Oh man, this song is a problem. This record is a problem, Meaku. There's a problem with this record. I'm telling you right now, you got a problem with this one. Yeah, hit, man, hit record, 100%. Crazy. Crazy. I can just see the video for this record, man. Like, yo, yo, I can see the video for that joint right there. He's mad. Yeah, he's mad. He's mad. I feel like it's Friday right now. Like,
right?
I feel like Friday. Like
we just got shifted to the weekend, bro.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I feel it's Friday right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's mad, man. Yo, big things. I'm super proud. I'm excited.
Thank you. You know, just we making our people proud, and that's just there's people out there that are actually, you know, doing great things, bro. Forget all the 419 scammers that they're making us look bad. There's people that are actually making us look great and look good. So
absolutely.
Why not?
Yo, keep me posted, man. You know, keep me posted. I'm here. I'll support 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm invested in this, so definitely. You know, thank you so much for doing
God bless
this,
you, bro.
man. Yeah, we're gonna put it out. We're gonna put it out for everywhere, everyone to see. It's gonna be on the radio, YouTube, all that good stuff. So I'm excited, man. Thank you so much. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to everybody. People
peace and love, everybody that tuned in.
Family, everybody, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, fellas.
All right, my brother.
All right, bro.
All right. Yo, Meaku's gonna get me in trouble. It's Monday. Now I'm feeling like it's Friday. That's a problem already. You know, that's a problem. Problem right there. While I need, you know. But it is well, you know. But some dope records. Shout out to Lola. Shout out to Josiah. Everybody that tuned in, man. Big things. I'm super excited to see my brothers and sisters based in the United States, super talented, doing this so big. You know, this is big, man. Damn, yo, I need to go tone down a little. Because Meaku took me up there. I don't want to get myself in trouble. The brother took me up there. Now I have to calm down. Say, guy, it's only Monday. You know what I'm saying? It's only Monday. Big up, man. I can't wait to hear those records. I'm excited. Thank you all so much. I'm going to have this everywhere. Thank you. Big up, big up, big up. And much love always. Thank you, Lola. Family always, man. Bless. All right, everyone.